Welcome to the Quick Start Guide to Scriptify. Let's get you up and running quickly. There are four main places where you will spend your time. First, you need to decide where and how you want to import your data. Next, build your talk tracks in the scripts section, then dial down your list in the dialer, and finally, analyze your dial session on the homepage and in the call library section. Let's begin by integrating Scriptify with your current SEP or CRM. To do this, head over to Settings. Here, the first thing you will see is all your integrations in one place. Say you want to integrate Apollo with Scriptify. For this, all you need to do is copy your Apollo Master API key and set it up right here. Then choose yourself as a primary user. That's all. You can follow a similar process to integrate Outreach or Salesloft or CRMs like Hubspot. An important thing to check here is that you have the required access to these tools. Otherwise, Scriptify may not be able to properly pull your data or log your calls. Another important thing to note here is the disposition mapping. Since Scriptify is an auto-dialer with human detection, it will take care of most of your calls automatically. However, you need to tell Scriptify what dispositions it needs to send to your integrated platform when it receives a certain signal. For example, say, Scriptify receives a busy signal or detects a voicemail. You might want to log these calls with certain dispositions back in Outreach. For this, make sure to map all of Scriptify's signals to the dispositions in your platform. Simply click on this gear icon and then map all the signals to the required dispositions. Note that you can also map two signals to the same disposition in your platform. It's very important to note that if you don't map your automatic dispositions, your calls will not be correctly logged to your CRM. So make sure if you see a gear icon, like so next to the integration, it means it requires you to map the dispositions. If you are not seeing all your dispositions here, you may need to pull a few leads and make one or two calls for Scriptify to reload all your dispositions. Now, before we move forward, let's take a very quick look at the configurations. To access this, click on the Configurations button to your left. Here, you can configure the look and feel of Scriptify and customize it according to your use case. The first option says Announce Prospect's Name. What this does is, as soon as a prospect gets connected, Scriptify will announce their full name in your headphones. This way, if you are browsing another tab, you immediately know who answered the call. Next is Enable AI Deathmatch. This is a useful feature if you want your SDRs to make some mock calls in the dialer. If you enable this, they will see an option to make calls to custom AI bots as a warm-up exercise. Next, unless you really want it, disable the Play Sound While Dialing option. Otherwise, Scriptify will keep playing the dial tone as it calls the prospect. This can get annoying pretty fast. Just below this is a useful feature, Show Dispositions as Buttons. If you have this turned on, Scriptify will load up all your dispositions at the end of the call as clickable buttons, instead of a drop-down menu, thus saving you a few more clicks. If you are building talk tracks, then Show Scripts tab is useful, as we will see later. This will let the reps use your assigned talk tracks when someone picks up the call. If you want to enable parallel dialing, you can have this box checked. This will enable all the parallel dialing options, such as AI human detection, the number of lines to dial, etc. The Show Notes tab is a specific feature for Hubspot users, where Scriptify can pull all the prospect's notes when the call connects. Note that this needs special permissions in your Hubspot account.